For week 12's Preppin data solution, we're doing some classic data cleanup. So let's have a look at our inputs. So here we have a table that contains product IDs, the date of the week commencing, the size of these products and what type they are. Okay, it's soap, so we've got bars and liquids. And we've got a percentage of sales field here. In our next field, we've got a total sales. So we've got the year week number, which I'm immediately going to change to a string because it shouldn't have a comma in it and it will just annoy me the whole time. So basically that's the year is 2020 and the week is number 2, and that's a different way of displaying the date. We've got some information about what scent these products might be and the total sales for the scent for that week. So that makes sense that the percentage of sales is going to be related to this total sales. So we're probably going to have to break that down where it's been aggregated before. And finally, we've got a lookup table where we've got the scent and the product. But here we can see that we've got our product ID, but then we've also got the size of the product. Where we had it here, we've got these product sizes. We're probably going to need to get out those product sizes from here as well. So let's start at the top. We've got our week commencing date, but we know that we want our date information to be in the year week number that we saw here in our total sales output. So using Tableau Prep 2020.1.4, we're going to do some cool stuff. So let me just duplicate this field before I show you, because we want not only the year but also the week number. So we now have this option in the drop down to convert dates, which is very cool. So we're going to convert this date to the year number. Awesome. So we're going to call that year. And we'll convert this date to the week number. So we'll convert that to the week number. And great, awesome. Now all we need to do is do a simple calculated field to calculate the year week number. So we're going to basically just concatenate those two things together. Sorry, year week number, I didn't type that right. Cool. So what we want to do is we want to have the string version of the year added on to the string version of the week. And let's see if that looks like, oh, no. See if that looks like what we want it to. Did I rename that field? Week commencing. Did I really name it that? Oh, it was just already called that, wasn't it? Sorry. Great, that's fine, we don't mind. We know what we mean. Okay, so that's concatenated those two together, but it's not quite in the same format as here, because here we have 2020-02, for example. So we'll need to change our calculation here to be a little bit more sophisticated. So just to say, if the length of the string of the week commencing is equal to 1, then we're going to just want to add in a 0 to here, to the middle bit. So let's just do that. So put it then, we want this, but add in a 0. Oops. Else do what we had before. And we'll just add an end on the end there. And then, great, that does what we want it to do now. So let's just get rid of those couple of extra fields now that we don't need them. And it looks like this is now ready to be joined on to this. So why don't we go ahead and do that actually? So we'll hit join and we'll join it on the year week number. Lovely. So we can see here that our scent is looking a bit ugly. So let's add on a cleaning step. Now we're going to clean up this scent field. We'll take a look at the recommendation. It reckons that we should probably split these things out, but we don't want to split them out. We just want to do some cleaning to them. So we want to, first of all, remove the all spaces, basically, because that's probably the easier way to go about it. And then we'll sort that out later with our lookup table. So everything else is looking kind of the way we want it to, although we do have this 0% of sales that we're never going to be interested in if it's a 0 contribution. So let's exclude that. Okay, lovely. Let's now go and clean up the lookup table. So we're going to duplicate this field here, and we're just going to remove all the spaces from it so that when we join up here, it joins perfectly. And then we can keep our sort of clean version to just replace that. So the other issue here is that we've got our product number and our size concatenated together. So we're going to need to do some splitting out. We've got nothing obvious to split on. So to do that, we're going to use some regex. So let's think about this. This is going to be our size that we're going to try and get out, because they're all different lengths and that sort of thing. There's no kind of consistency to them, but hopefully with a little bit of regex we'll manage to make sense of it. So we'll extract from the product our pattern will be within our capture group. So our capture group, it's always going to be at the end. Our size is always at the end. At least that helps us out. So usually we have a number, maybe more than one. And then sometimes there's a decimal place. So we'll put a question mark after that decimal place, because there might be, although there might not be. And then there might be another number, but there might not be equally. Because if we haven't had a decimal point, then there's no number after that. And then we're going to have either one or two letters. So we'll do A to Z, lowercase, because they're either a G or an ML or an L. And we'll say there's one or two of those. Let's have a look and see how that regex has got on for us. Okay, it's got on relatively well. We can definitely see some of them have come through beautifully. But others, we've got a few extra digits in front of it, which isn't exactly nice. So let's try and take advantage of Tableau Prep's grouping. Let's try by spelling. Okay, that seems to have worked pretty well straight away. But let's just have a quick look and see if anything's gone wrong there. No, these all look like 0.5 Ls. These all, oh, that one looks like a 50 gram to me, so we'll take that out there. Oh, this one's also a 50 gram, okay. It was never going to be perfect, was it? So 250 mil, yep, those are looking good. And the 50 grams are also looking good. So it looks like we've just got an extra 50 grams to hoover up. So we'll just control click to select those 50 grams and group those. Okay, we might need to rename the grouping, that's fine, we'll just rename them there. We need to add this extra 0.5 litre to our group there. There we go, we'll just sort that out. And we need to add this 250 ml in there as well. There we go. Oh, I've just noticed that we've got an extra. Oh no, we don't want that either. So we just need to do some extra grouping to group those together. And then I think I've finally got the hang of it. You click on, first of all, the one that you want to add to the group. The group is the second that you click, and then it keeps the group name. Great. Okay, so this is our size column. Lovely. Now to get our product ID, to separate that out from there. We'll call the product ID, and what we're going to do is we're just going to replace of the product, and we'll do replace the size with nothing, and then that will clean up the size from our product ID. Perfect. Oh, it seems like we've got too many product IDs for cents. Let's just check which one has gone a bit wrong there. Okay, it's a 50 gram one. Let's go back and have a look in our group and replace. As I said, it wasn't necessarily the best grouping. Oh, here it is. That one there, which we just need to hoover up into there and group that in. And then hopefully we have the same number of product IDs as we do have cents. Yep, that looks right. Great. So now we can join this in by our product ID and our size. So let's just add an extra join condition on there. And we also want to join on our cent as well. So how has that gone wrong? Let's see what's being excluded and why. Well, let's go back and check. What's coming through in our clean? Okay, only orange. Okay. Oh, I see. It's the. Nope, not sure why that's happening. Sorry, that is all fine. this is actually, if we see we've got 307 rows here, that matches the output that we actually want to achieve. It's just that at this stage of the join back here, where we were only joining on year week number, that kind of exploded out. We got 3k rows there. But this filtering and joining it by all the necessary join clauses, that shrunk our data right back down to where we wanted it to be. So actually, probably the better way to do this challenge would be to join the lookup table to the total sales first, and then join it into the percentage of sales, because otherwise you balloon out your data. And if this was a bigger data set, that would be a really big problem. So probably good that I did it as a follow along so you can see what not to do. But in this example, it doesn't matter too much. So let's just get rid of some extra column headers that we won't need. Let's check which cent we want to keep, because we want the one that's definitely lowercase and with a space in it. And I think that one is here. Okay, so that's cent 2. So we'll keep cent 2. And we will do some renaming of it. We will call it cent. Oh, cent. There we are. Year week number. They both look fine, like they're the same. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. Let me just add a clean step in and see what's going on. I'll rename that here. I clearly didn't like it there. Okay, so other than having this extra product column here, which we don't need anymore, let's remove. It's looking like we're getting there. We're getting towards cleanliness. The only thing that we need to do now is we just need to, we don't actually need our product ID actually for the final output either. Even better. So what we need to do now is we just need to multiply our total cent sales by our percentage of sales. So let's do that. Yeah, sales. So total times by the percentage. And we'll round this actually as well to 2 decimal places, because then that's just a bit nicer for our output. Lovely, there's our sales. And then if we just get rid of these other fields for the sales, then we're basically towards what our solution should look like. If we just do some rearranging of fields, then that's all beautiful. And we have finished the challenge. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope that